Okay, welcome to a deep dive. Today we're going to unpack something that's really part of daily life for many of us.
Mm-hmm.
We're focusing in on a specific item, the Multi-pocket Canvas Luxe Backpack from YESHUA, all based on the source material you shared with us.
It's interesting because the source right away puts this object into context.
Mm-hmm.
It highlights that, common challenge we all face.
It is.
How do you handle needing to carry a lot of different things throughout the day, maybe for work, maybe for leisure, maybe both sometimes,
Right.
without ending up with a bag that's either totally impractical or just like clashes with your style?
Yeah, the style versus function thing.
Exactly. And then there's that added layer now of wanting to make choices that feel a bit more responsible, environmentally speaking.
Right. It's that dilemma needing something functional enough for all sorts of scenarios, maybe just heading out for the day or even a last-minute trip,
Sure.
but also something that looks good and feels, well, good to carry. And this source material presents this particular backpack as hitting those points.
It does. It even uses phrases like game changer or problem solver. Pretty bold claims.
Definitely. So our mission for this deep dive is to really get into the details the source provides.
Yeah, let's unpack it. We'll look at the materials it's supposedly made from, the specific features, the design choices.
And crucially, how the source suggests it fits into different aspects of life. What is it, according to the source, that makes this backpack stand out?
Okay, so where do we start? Materials seem like a big focus.
It does seem that way. The source places a lot of emphasis on the materials and kind of how the backpack is crafted, talks about bringing together a sort of dream team of materials.
What's striking, according to the source, is the combination they've used. It specifically mentions genuine leather,
Okay,
classic canvas textile, and then it introduces materials it calls eco-bio-vegan materials.
Eco-bio-vegan materials. Interesting term.
Right, and the source frames this blend as central to YESHUA's whole approach, trying to marry stunning design with sustainable living. That's the quote.
So you're getting that traditional, maybe durable feel of leather and canvas.
Mm-hmm.
But the source highlights these other materials, the eco-bio-vegan ones, as the nod towards sustainability.
Yeah, it suggests this mix is a deliberate choice, trying to offer, the best of both worlds, potentially.
Okay. Does that extend inside the bag, too?
It seems so. Even the internal details get this treatment, according to the source. It describes the lining as premium textile accented with eco-technical leather.
Eco-technical leather, another specific term.
Yeah, suggesting the material philosophy goes throughout the bag, not just the outside. The source positions these eco-materials as part of the product's promise around sustainability.
Okay, so materials are one thing. But beyond what it's made of, a backpack really proves its worth in how well it, helps you stay organized.
Definitely.
And the source gets quite detailed about the pockets and compartments, right?
Oh, yeah. This is where the multi-pocket name really earns its keep, according to the source. It points out practical things like 2 side pockets. Standard stuff, good for access. Designed specifically for easy access, perfect for something you grab often, like a water bottle or maybe an umbrella.
Necessary items, right there.
That's right.
And then the main storage.
The source describes these as generous main compartments. 2 of them.
Generous enough for...
Well, it gives examples. Says they can hold like a 13-inch laptop, a book, maybe a change of clothes, plus other daily essentials, all at the same time.
So quite a bit.
Yeah, the way the source describes it, these compartments are designed to keep your belongings perfectly in sync, whatever that means exactly, but it implies organization.
Okay. Sounds like the aim is to handle a decent amount without everything just becoming a jumble.
Seems to be.
What about those smaller items, though? Keys, phone, wallet, the things you want secure but still need fast.
For that, the source highlights an exterior zipped pocket.
Ah, okay. On outside.
Yeah, presented as the spot for your essentials. Phone, keys, wallet. The idea being they're kept safe, but always ready for action when you need them.
So no digging around at the bottom of the main section for your keys. That's always annoying.
We've all been there.
And for things you want really tucked away. Super secure.
The source mentions an internal zipper pocket, too, tucked inside the lining of one of the main compartments.
Ah, hidden away.
Exactly. It specifically calls this out for keeping tiny treasures you want to keep extra secure. So it seems like they've thought about different levels of security and access within the design based on this description.
Having all these pockets is great, but comfort is, Well, it's non-negotiable, isn't it?
Sure.
Especially if you're carrying a loaded bag for hours.
Absolutely critical.
How does the source say this backpack handles comfort? Does it mention it?
It does, yeah. The source directly addresses this by mentioning the shoulder straps, describes them as durable,
Okay, need that.
yet cloud soft.
Cloud soft. That's quite a vivid image for comfort.
It really is. Definitely paints a picture of something you wouldn't mind having on your shoulders all day.
And there's a top handle too, I think I saw.
Yes, mentioned as a practical feature for those moments when you're not wearing it, maybe grabbing it off the floor or navigating a crowded train or something.
Makes sense.
And crucially, for weight distribution and preventing that backache.
Yeah.
The back of the backpack is described as padded and breathable.
Okay, breathable is good.
The source even uses the phrase like a hug, even after a long day, emphasizing its intended comfort for extended wear.
Like a hug. Okay, they're really leaning into the comfort angle.
Seems like it. Suggests they've put thought into how it feels on your body, not just how much it holds.
Right. Turning to the look then, the aesthetics. What does the source say about the design itself? Is it flashy? Subtle?
The design details highlighted by the source seem intentionally subtle.
Okay.
It points specifically to the embossed YESHUA logo on the lower front.
Just embossed, not like a big colorful patch.
Exactly. And the language used is that it whispers sophistication.
Whispers her.
Yeah, suggesting the design focuses on understated elegance rather than, loud branding. The source states this approach lets the incredible quality and smart design do all the talking.
That makes sense. It's about the product itself being the statement, maybe, rather than a huge logo telling everyone where you got it.
That seems to be the idea presented.
Let's get concrete with the size, though. Did the source provide actual dimensions?
It did, yeah. Listed the exact measurements. The height is 38 centimeters.
Which is about...
Just under 15 inches, 14.96 inches.
Okay.
Width is 29 centimeters, or 11.41 inches.
Got it.
And the depth comes in at 14 centimeters, which is 5.51 inches.
Okay, so those are the specifics. And despite describing those main compartments as generous, the source makes a specific claim that the backpack offers all this storage without ever feeling bulky. Does that sound right?
That's a key point the source really wants to convey, it seems, suggesting the design managed to be spacious and functional while maintaining a relatively streamlined form factor.
So efficient use of space, maybe?
That's what it implies, yeah. And efficiency in how the space is utilized.
Now, one of the most interesting sections, I thought, of the source material is how it tries to illustrate the backpack's versatility. It gives styling suggestions.
It really does. It aims to position this as a bag that works across a whole range of looks and occasions, not just one thing.
Yeah.
The source breaks it down with specific examples for different vibes. Quite detailed, actually.
Okay, so it starts with, for her, suggesting a casual, cool look. How does that work?
While pairing it with an oversized white shirt, distressed jeans, and sneakers. Sort of that effortless weekend look.
Okay, makes sense. Then it shifts quite dramatically.
Yeah, to suggest a boardroom boss look. Pairing the same backpack with tailored trousers, a silky blouse, and loafers.
Wow. Okay, so the source believes its design can be polished enough even for professional settings.
That's the claim.
Yeah.
Then, for travel or exploring, the Wanderlust Ready suggestion.
Which involves?
A flowy maxi dress, a denim jacket, and sandals. Practicality meeting that relaxed travel style. And rounding out the examples for her, there's an athleisure ace look suggested, pairing it with high-waisted leggings, a fitted top, and a bomber jacket.
So gym-ready but stylish.
Blending comfort and a sporty edge, yeah.
It covers a surprisingly wide spectrum with just those examples.
It really does. And they do the same thing for him.
Okay, lay it on me.
Begins with the commuter king. Suggests dark wash jeans, a fitted tee, and a smart casual blazer.
So suitable for a typical workday commute, maybe creative office.
That's the idea. Then for more relaxed exploration, the urban explorer look. Cargo pants, a graphic tee, high-top sneakers.
Leaning into a more rugged, casual vibe there.
Definitely. Then the travel guru pairing suggests comfort for journeys. Comfortable chinos, a crew neck sweater, and stylish boots.
Aiming for relaxed but still put together. Makes sense for travel.
And finally, the monochrome magic look for him. Pairing it with a sleek all black or black gray-white outfit, black jeans, charcoal t-shirt, white sneakers.
So using the simplicity of the outfit to maybe let the bag itself stand out a bit more.
Potentially, yeah. These diverse styling suggestions from the source really reinforce its core message about the backpack being adaptable.
Like a chameleon almost.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Capable of fitting into many different scenarios, the source envisions for a dynamic life.
It's clear the source is trying really hard to present this backpack as, more than just something to carry things in.
Oh, absolutely. The overarching promise conveyed by the source is that it's not merely an accessory, but rather a kind of passport.
A passport.
Yeah, that's the metaphor they use. A passport to a life lived with sustainable style, comfort, and functionality.
Okay.
The language used suggests it's designed to empower you, removing the hassle of finding the perfect bag for every single situation.
Right, simplifying things.
Allowing you to focus on living dynamically. That's the vibe.
So it frames the object itself as facilitating a certain kind of freedom and capability.
Precisely. It's positioned by the source as the tool that helps you conquer life's epic journeys, big or small, presumably, and move beyond the ordinary.
Okay. So, based on your source material then, we've taken a pretty deep dive into this multi-pocket Canvas Luxe Backpack from YESHUA.
We have.
We've explored the materials that blend of traditional and those described as eco-friendly.
Right, the genuine leather, canvas, and those eco-bio-vegan elements.
The specific organization features, like the dedicated pocket.
Side ones, main ones, external zip, internal zip.
The design details focused on comfort, like those cloud soft straps and the padded back.
The hug factor.
Exactly. And how the source presents its versatility through all those different styling suggestions for various occasions.
We've seen how the source frames it as a solution. A solution to that classic problem of balancing style, function, and adding that sustainability angle in there too, providing quite specific details on its construction and intended use cases.
Right. So with all that in mind, here's maybe a thought for you, the listener, to consider. How does an object like a backpack designed with such specific attention to details, like materials, including those claims of sustainability, defined pocket functions, elements aimed squarely at comfort, how does that genuinely reflect or maybe even enable the kind of dynamic, adaptable lifestyle that the source material describes?
That's a good question.
Think about whether those specific design choices, like having a dedicated pocket for your water bottle and a secure internal one, combined with comfortable straps, might actually influence how prepared or, willing you feel to navigate a really packed day or even jump into a spontaneous adventure. Does the design actually change your approach? Something to think about.